Fires have caused immense destruction, but for the scientists who study them, it's a chance to learn how they start, how they move, all these things to hopefully get better at predicting wildfire spread.
Yeah, researchers at Oregon State University are taking a closer look at wildfire embers, small pieces of hot coal that can spread fire. Now, David Blunck is an associate professor in the College of Engineering. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So this is something that, a lot of people don't really think about. So I guess just first of all, what are embers and how do they contribute to a fire's movement?
Yeah, thanks. So embers, sometimes they're called firebrands, are basically bits of burning material, whether it be a cone or a needle or piece of branch. They break off in the main fire front, and then they get entrained up into the wind, and the wind then carries them. Can go even miles, and then they'll land. And if they land on a spot that's dry and there's ample fuel, then it can start a new fire. And so we call these spot fires, and these spot fires can ultimately grow together and be part of the main fire front.
It's interesting when you look at how quickly a fire can spread and the wind conditions. I know that can all play a huge role, but of course it's hard to study because you don't want to go around starting fires. So how are you guys actually studying this at OSU?
Yeah, thanks. So we have different approaches depending on the scale of the research. So we have some research that we do in my lab, so relatively small wind tunnel, and we can control pretty much anything we want. Then we have a series of tests that we do where we burn trees that are about 12 foot tall, in some cases up to 20 foot tall. These are outdoor burns, but it's at an appropriate time of the year, and we do work with the fire officials, make sure it's safe to burn. But we burn them and like Christmas trees, and then we've done some work. We've gone out in the field for prescribed burns, but frankly, it's difficult to be able to get useful data from prescribed burns.
This is a question that I think a lot of people have. So I'll tell you, I live in the suburbs in Beaverton. We're about 30 minutes away probably from the nearest fire that was happening. My mom was calling saying we needed to hose the roof because of embers. How far can they really travel to set these spot fires? Because I was thinking they wouldn't travel that far.
Yeah, I've heard on the order of 10 miles.
Okay.
To put it in perspective, in the fire in the gorge back in 2017, the fire jumped the Columbia River and landed on the Washington side and started a new fire. And we estimated it was about a 4 mile difference between the main fire and where the new fire started.
Okay, so far, not
Enough,
30
yeah.
miles, but 10 miles. That's pretty far.
I guess that helps explain too why you see these evacuation orders, stretch way far ahead of the fire too, because you just don't know how quickly this fire could jump to another area, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm curious, you said you studied with different kinds of trees. Have you found that different types of trees or different moisture content, does that lend to more embers from certain forests?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've up to now, we really focused on 4 different species of trees. And we have found that some species of trees produce more embers or more embers that are hot than other trees.
Okay, so you have all of this information you're gathering. How do you use it in the future to maybe try and prevent something like what we're seeing right now?
Yeah, it's difficult to prevent, but I think really as a tool for protecting folks. Um, I have basically 2 ways I think this work will pay off. So first is I anticipate that fire managers can look at our data we're collecting and say, oh, well, we have fires burning through this forest or these conditions, and so we'd expect more or fewer embers. And the second part is there are models available that can track where firebrands will go, or I should say predict where firebrands will go. And we expect the data we collect can be used in models like these.
And that would be helpful in these situations like what we saw here in the past couple of weeks, the wind event that picked up and people just didn't really know where some of these fires were going.
Yeah, long-term models like this or simplified models using this complicated model as a baseline could be used to predict for wildfire incidents.
All right, David Blunck, Associate Professor at Oregon State University. Thank you so much for that insight into embers. I think a lot of people aren't, too familiar with that research.
Interesting stuff, yeah.
Yeah, good things to know. Thank you.